Have you tried these yet? Summer fashion for women over 60 just got a breath of fresh air, and it's coming straight from the streets of Stockholm. Maybe you've scrolled past those effortless outfits on Pinterest or Instagram, the flowy silhouettes, the soft neutrals, the women with silver hair and linen trousers, and thought, that's not me. That's for younger women. But what if I told you this exact look, quiet luxury, clean lines, and calming color palettes, isn't just for the 30-something crowd? It's for us. At Healthwise for Seniors, we believe style doesn't expire, it evolves. And today, we're diving into 7 elegant summer colors inspired by Stockholm street style that are redefining what it means to look sophisticated at 60, 70, and beyond. Some may agree, yes, I've been waiting for fashion to slow down and grow up. Others may resist. Scandinavian minimalism, isn't that a little too plain? That's what makes this conversation worth having. These 7 shades aren't just pretty, they're powerful. They don't fight for attention. They hold space. They flatter mature skin, align with real-life comfort, and reflect the quiet confidence that comes with age. So before we begin, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Healthwise for Seniors. Your support helps us create content that celebrates timeless beauty and reminds the world that elegance doesn't have an age limit. Ready to fall in love with color again? Let's begin with one of the most timeless shades of all, ivory. Among all the shades gracing summer fashion in 2025, ivory stands out as the quietest kind of statement. It's not harsh like pure white, nor dull like flat beige. Instead, it softens the face, flatters mature skin tones, and adds a layer of understated sophistication that women over 60 truly understand. Ivory doesn't scream elegance, it whispers it, gently and confidently. Many women in their 60s find themselves moving away from stark whites. Pure white, especially in the summer sun, can be too clinical and unforgiving, highlighting every shadow and line. Ivory, with its creamy undertones, offers warmth, glow, and balance, qualities that complement aging skin beautifully. It's the kind of color that says, I've lived, I've learned, I'm still radiant. Best fabrics for ivory in summer. Ivory flourishes when paired with breathable, high-quality fabrics. Matte silk or satin brings out its softness and gives it a luxurious drape, ideal for evening dinners or gallery strolls. Washed linen lends ivory an earthy elegance, perfect for effortless daywear in warm weather. Cotton poplin makes ivory look crisp and structured, great for button-downs and high-waisted trousers. Soft voile or chiffon adds romance and lightness, especially as a layering piece over tanks or camisoles. These fabrics allow ivory to adapt to your day, from breezy beach afternoons to polished brunches with old friends. How to style ivory without looking washed out. Ivory pairs beautifully with colors that add depth and contrast without overpowering its softness. Try it with mocha brown for a grounded, upscale feel. Olive green to channel that refined, nature-inspired Swedish vibe. Head-to-toe ivory, mixing textures like linen pants with a silk blouse and suede accessories. The trick is playing with fabric contrast to keep the look elevated and interesting. Accessories should be minimal. Think gold hoops, a straw bag, or leather flats in caramel. This keeps the look clean, effortless, and sophisticated. Common mistakes to avoid. Even the most beautiful color can fall flat when styled poorly. With ivory, avoid high-shine satin or silk from head to toe, which can look bridal or costume-like. Flat, overly basic pairings, e.g., ivory tee with khaki pants and white sneakers, without a statement piece or texture, it risks looking bland. Poorly ironed linen or overly sheer ivory pieces, which can disrupt the polished, quiet luxury aesthetic. An everyday American story. One of my clients, a 67-year-old retired therapist from Santa Barbara, came into my studio looking for a summer outfit for her daughter's beachside wedding. She had tried pure white but felt it made her look washed and worried. We found her a softly tailored ivory jumpsuit in silk linen blend. The moment she slipped it on, her whole demeanor changed. This feels like me, relaxed, elegant, and not trying too hard, she smiled. That's the magic of ivory. It doesn't try. Stone beige isn't just a neutral. It's the kind of color that carries quiet confidence. Understated, Earthy and endlessly versatile, this soft beige with a hint of gray has become the foundation of quiet luxury in Stockholm's summer streets, and for good reason. For women over 60, stone beige offers something rare, the ability to look polished without ever trying too hard. This shade doesn't demand attention, but it never gets ignored either. It works with every skin tone, especially mature skin, adding warmth without heaviness. Unlike camel, which can sometimes feel too rich for summer, or stark khaki, which leans too casual, stone beige strikes a balance. It's relaxed yet refined. A woman in stone beige doesn't shout her style, she lets it speak for her. Best fabric matches for summer elegance. Stone beige finds its true expression in natural, breathable fabrics, those that move with ease but hold their shape. High-quality linen blends make this shade feel effortlessly modern, especially in wide-leg trousers or unstructured jackets. Cotton twill or canvas gives a structured but relaxed finish, perfect for utility-inspired skirts or overshirts. Silk charmeuse in matte finish elevates beige from casual to elegant, ideal for flowy summer dresses or tunic blouses. Lightweight wool or hemp blends offer subtle texture, keeping even monochromatic outfits interesting. When the fabric is thoughtfully chosen, stone beige becomes the backdrop for true elegance and unspoken luxury. Styling tips for stone beige. The beauty of stone beige lies in how well it plays with other quiet tones. Some effortless combinations include beige and white, clean, cool, and fresh, especially with gold accessories and natural makeup. Beige and dove gray, a sophisticated monochrome palette that feels serene yet stylish. Beige with soft blush or muted rose, adds a touch of femininity without losing the earthy foundation. Textural contrast is key. Pair a crisp cotton beige shirt with wide-leg silk trousers or a linen skirt with a light knit tank. Accessorize with a woven tote, bone-colored sandals, or tortoiseshell sunglasses. Everything should feel intentional yet relaxed. Common mistakes to avoid. Stone beige is timeless, but only when handled with care. Avoid pairing it with overly dark or saturated colors, which can drown its softness. Bright reds or blacks can feel too harsh in contrast. Wearing stone beige head to toe without texture play, which may result in a flat, washed-out look. Choosing synthetic fabrics, which cheapen the elegant feel and reduce breathability, especially in warmer climates. Stone beige must be respected. It's not meant to be flashy, but it should never be dull. A real-life inspiration. Last summer, I worked with a 62-year-old visual artist from Portland, who came to me unsure of how to transition from bold prints to something more streamlined. We built her a capsule around stone beige, linen pants, a silk blouse, and a tailored knit blazer. She wore one of those looks to an art exhibit she was featured in, and I still remember what she told me after. I finally felt like my clothes weren't competing with me. There's something undeniably refreshing about powder blue. It's soft without being sugary, cool without feeling distant. In the context of summer fashion for women over 60, this pale, icy blue shade becomes more than a color. It's a feeling, light, free, and quietly joyful. Like a breeze slipping through a linen curtain in a Swedish cottage, powder blue flatters mature skin in a surprising way. Where deeper blues may feel heavy, and sky blue too youthful, powder blue offers a gentle lift. It reflects light beautifully onto the face, softens the appearance of fine lines, and brings a calm confidence to any outfit. This isn't the blue of childhood. It's the blue of ease, wisdom, and new beginnings. The right fabrics for powder blue. This shade works best in fabrics that are fluid or semi-structured, something with softness and breathability. Silk or tencel blends give powder blue a natural sheen and movement, perfect for blouses, scarves, or elegant shirt dresses. Fine cotton lawn or voile creates breezy silhouettes that feel effortlessly casual yet pulled together. Linen with a washed finish brings texture and an undone elegance to relaxed pants or tunics. Light denim or chambray gives powder blue a casual twist without sacrificing refinement. Each fabric brings out a different nuance of this tone, from romantic to fresh to minimalist. How to style powder blue for summer elegance. This gentle blue loves to be paired with other soft neutrals and pastels. Try powder blue and ivory for a cool, serene combination that exudes clean sophistication. Powder blue and taupe or warm beige to create a balance between airy and grounded. Powder blue with soft lavender or muted rose when you want to add a graceful, feminine layer. Accessories in warm gold or cream-colored leather complement the coolness of the blue without clashing. Loafers in bone, sandals in tan suede, or a straw hat can round out the look with quiet style. Common styling mistakes to avoid. Powder blue can lose its magic when handled carelessly. Be mindful of over-accessorizing with stark white or metallic silver, which can make the look feel cold or sterile. Pairing with overly bold colors, like black or bright red, that overpower the soft tone. Choosing synthetic fabrics that don't breathe well. The lightness of powder blue should always be matched by physical comfort. And most importantly, avoid choosing silhouettes that feel overly youthful. Powder blue works best when it's tailored for your current chapter, not one from decades ago. A personal story from a client. One of my clients, a 68-year-old retired school principal from Michigan, had never worn blue outside of jeans. She felt it always made her look tired. But then we found her a powder blue linen dress with buttercream is more than just a sweet-sounding shade. It's a warm, luminous yellow that behaves like sunlight captured in fabric. For women over 60, this color offers something rare. It doesn't just sit on the skin, it illuminates it. Gentle and golden without being overpowering, buttercream adds a subtle glow to mature skin that pure yellow tones can't provide. Unlike bright yellows that can cast harsh shadows or bring out sallowness, buttercream is forgiving, creamy, and calm. It creates the illusion of light dancing on your face and neckline, almost like a soft filter for your whole outfit. In the language of quiet luxury, this is how joy should look: understated, elegant, and deeply flattering. Best fabric matches for buttercream. This color shines when applied to fabrics that capture and diffuse light. Silk charmeuse or crepe gives buttercream a pearl-like softness, perfect for evening tops or bias-cut skirts. Linen blends add texture and natural sophistication, great for wide-leg pants, summer blazers, or midi dresses. Light cotton poplin brings structure while keeping the color casual enough for everyday wear. Cashmere silk knits or modal jersey offer cozy options for layering without sacrificing elegance. Pairing the right fabric with this hue enhances its warmth and transforms it into a quiet yet radiant statement. How to style buttercream effortlessly. Buttercream pairs beautifully with both warm and cool neutrals. Some elegant combinations include buttercream plus stone beige for a refined monochrome look that feels light and expensive. Buttercream plus dove gray to balance warmth with quiet depth. Buttercream plus mocha brown to ground the softness with richness. For accessories, gold jewelry blends seamlessly into this palette. Think delicate hoops, chain bracelets, or a soft leather handbag in a tan or bone color. A touch of tortoiseshell, raffia, or straw in your sandals or sun hat adds a grounded, summer-ready finish. Mistakes to avoid with buttercream. Though it's forgiving, buttercream needs intentional styling. Avoid wearing it next to similarly warm bright tones like lemon yellow or bright coral, which can make it look faded or washed out. Choosing synthetic shiny fabrics. They make the color look cheap and can exaggerate texture in the skin. Overcomplicating the outfit with too many accessories or bold patterns, which can take away the natural elegance of this subtle color. Let buttercream breathe. Its beauty is in its softness. A true story from a woman like you. A 65-year-old nurse from Arizona, now living in San Diego, once told me she never wore yellow, said it made her feel loud and wrong. But when she slipped into a buttercream blouse tucked into beige culottes, she paused. This feels like the kind of yellow I always wanted to wear but didn't know existed. Her smile in the mirror said it all, like her olive green, especially in its lighter, muted form, is the kind of color that grows on you. It's earthy, grounded, and quietly intelligent, like a whisper of the natural world translated into fabric. For women over 60, olive green isn't flashy, but it's full of depth. It brings out the serenity in style, and its elegance lies in how effortlessly it complements mature skin and hair tones. Unlike brighter greens that can feel too vibrant or too seasonal, soft olive sits in a subtle space, neither warm nor cold, neither bold nor boring. It brings richness without weight and sophistication without effort. In the language of quiet luxury, Olive green is the conversation that doesn't need to raise its voice. Fabrics that bring olive green to life. Olive green thrives in fabrics with texture and character, materials that reflect its earthy nature. Linen or linen blend fabrics make it feel organic, perfect for utility-style shirts or wrap dresses. Soft cotton twill adds structure and polish, ideal for tapered pants or tailored midi skirts. Silk crepe or washed silk gives the color fluidity and grace, perfect for evening blouses or flowing dusters. Textured knits like modal or bamboo blends add softness and comfort for layered looks. The beauty of olive green is that it never feels flat when matched with tactile materials. It becomes dimensional, even in monochrome. Smart ways to style olive green. This shade pairs beautifully with both earthy and airy tones. Try olive green and ivory for a crisp, elevated contrast. Olive and buttercream to evoke sun-dappled countryside elegance. Olive with muted rose or soft lavender for a fresh yet sophisticated balance of strength and softness. Footwear in tan leather or soft taupe suede pairs seamlessly, while accessories like a gold cuff, raffia clutch, or tortoiseshell sunglasses enhance the natural palette. Olive green also works beautifully with silver jewelry for a cooler, modern edge. What to avoid when wearing olive green? Though it's versatile, olive green can lose its magic when styled without intention. Avoid pairing it with loud neons or overly saturated tones, which can clash with its subtle character. Wearing faded or overly worn fabrics, which can make it look too utilitarian or dull. Mixing too many similar earth tones without a focal point, which risks looking flat or dated. Give olive green space to breathe. Let it anchor your outfit, not disappear in it. An example from real life. A 63-year-old graphic designer from Oregon told me she always saw olive as military and masculine, until she tried on a sleeveless, draped olive dress in washed silk with a belt at the waist. Paired with soft gold earrings and cream block heels, it changed her view instantly. "It's like wearing the forest without all the green screaming at me," she laughed. "I feel like me, but calmer." That's exactly what olive green does. It doesn't try to impress. It reflects the beauty of details, of depth, of grace that's earned, not borrowed. Mocha brown is a color that doesn't beg to be noticed. It waits, confidently, knowing its impact. Rich and grounded, it brings warmth without heaviness and strength without shouting. For women over 60, mocha offers a powerful alternative to black. It's forgiving, flattering, and far more wearable in summer. It whispers confidence, experience, and elegance in equal measure. This shade radiates depth and maturity. It reflects the kind of quiet authority that comes not from age, but from having nothing left to prove. Mocha brown isn't about looking soft or bright. It's about looking rooted, timeless, and unapologetically graceful. Best fabric pairings for mocha brown. Mocha brown pairs beautifully with fabrics that carry structure and movement. The right material helps this color reveal its nuances. Silk twill or crepe gives mocha a luxurious sheen, ideal for dresses and flowy wide-leg pants. Fine linen or hemp blend tones down the richness and adds casual refinement, perfect for summer blazers or cropped trousers. Modal jersey or bamboo knits bring softness to mocha, making it cozy and approachable in layering tops or cardigans. Polished cotton sateen offers a structured finish, great for midi skirts or sleeveless button-downs. Mocha responds well to texture, which allows its complexity to shine through even in minimal silhouettes. Effortless ways to style mocha. Because it's a strong neutral, mocha brown can either anchor a look or become the star. Try combining it with ivory or buttercream for a sophisticated light-dark contrast that flatters every skin tone. Muted rose or soft lavender to add a whisper of femininity without softening the strength. Powder blue or dove gray for a fresh, modern touch that keeps mocha feeling summer-appropriate. Gold-toned accessories, especially matte finishes, elevate mocha's richness. A soft gold cuff, camel-tone sandals, or a croc-textured handbag in taupe or almond can complete the look with effortless polish. Mistakes to avoid with mocha brown. Though mocha is forgiving, it can look dated or too heavy when styled without intention. Watch out for head-to-toe mocha in thick fabrics, which can feel visually overwhelming in summer. Pairing with overly saturated jewel tones, they can fight with mocha's subtle power. Over-reliance on black accessories, which might dull the elegance or create unnecessary harshness. The key to mocha is balance. Let its depth shine through by keeping the rest of the outfit soft, fluid, and tonal. A quiet revelation. One of my longtime clients, a 66-year-old interior designer from Atlanta, once told me she never wore brown, too dull, she thought. But when she tried on a mocha silk wrap dress with tortoiseshell buttons and cream kitten heels, deep navy is where classic meets quiet power. It carries the authority of black but softens the contrast, offering depth without drama. For women over 60, navy becomes more than a substitute, it becomes a strategy. It's the color of presence without pressure, elegance without overstatement. Unlike black, which can be stark in daylight and harsh against mature skin, deep navy provides structure and sophistication in a way that feels more breathable, more forgiving. It defines the silhouette, sharpens your look, and still lets your personality shine through. In the language of refined summer dressing, navy says, "I'm here, confident, calm, and composed." Fabrics that enhance navy's sophistication. Deep navy shines in fabrics that hold form or reflect light subtly. The right fabric helps the color feel dimensional rather than flat. Structured cotton or stretch twill adds polish to trousers, midi skirts, or shirt dresses. Silk or sateen brings a gentle luster that makes navy feel elevated, perfect for wide-leg pants or cap-sleeve blouses. Linen viscose blends combine breathability with drape, ideal for long vests or summer suits. Lightweight denim, or chambray in dark wash, offers a casual interpretation without losing refinement. These textures keep navy summer-appropriate while preserving its tailored appeal. Smart pairings with deep navy. Navy plays beautifully with both crisp neutrals and softened colors. Consider pairing it with ivory or buttercream for a maritime-inspired elegance that feels timeless and fresh. Muted rose or stone beige to add warmth and break up the depth with a gentle hue. Powder blue or dove gray for a tonal palette that whispers summer serenity. Accessorize with camel leather, woven textures, or brushed gold for a subtle contrast. Navy also handles pops of color well, if done sparingly, like a silk scarf in coral or a pastel pink manicure. What to avoid with deep navy? While navy is versatile, its richness can backfire when styled without awareness. Avoid overloading the look with black accessories, which can clash instead of complementing. Pairing with overly bright whites, which may feel too nautical or create visual tension. Wearing it in overly heavy fabrics, like thick wool or stiff synthetics, which dull its summer potential. Navy works best when it's allowed to breathe, keep the fabrics fluid and the styling clean. A personal story. A 70-year-old retired attorney from Chicago once asked me if navy still had relevance after years of office wear. I handed her a navy linen trench paired with tapered ankle-length pants and a cream silk shell underneath. She tried it on, looked in the mirror, and softly said, "I feel sharp again, but not sharp like before. This is quieter, kinder." That's the power of deep navy. It refines, defines, and dignifies. It reminds us that strength doesn't have to be loud. It can be measured, mature, and effortlessly elegant. Have you tried these yet? Summer fashion for women over 60 just got a breath of fresh air, and it's coming straight from the streets of Stockholm. Maybe you've scrolled past those effortless outfits on Pinterest or Instagram, the flowy silhouettes, the soft neutrals, the women with silver hair and linen trousers, and thought, "That's not me." That's for younger women. But what if I told you this exact look, quiet luxury, clean lines, and calming color palettes, isn't just for the 30-something crowd? It's for us. At Healthwise for Seniors, we believe style doesn't expire, it evolves. And today, we're diving into 7 elegant summer colors inspired by Stockholm street style that are redefining what it means to look sophisticated at 60, 70, and beyond. Some may agree, yes, I've been waiting for fashion to slow down and grow up. Others may resist. Scandinavian minimalism, isn't that a little too plain? That's what makes this conversation worth having. These 7 shades aren't just pretty, they're powerful. They don't fight for attention. They hold space. They flatter mature skin, align with real-life comfort, and reflect the quiet confidence that comes with age. So before we begin, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Healthwise for seniors. Your support helps us create content